Tamil Nadu Governor and the Chief Minister paid floral tributes to the statue of Mahatma Gandhi on the occasion of his 68th Memorial Day. Party cadres intensify election campaign in Srirangam constituency for the AIADMK candidate. Former UPA Minister Jaya quits Congress with attack on Rahul Gandhi. The news in detail. Marking the 68th Memorial Day of Mahatma Gandhi, Governor of Tamil Nadu and the Chief Minister of the state paid floral tributes to the father of the nation. The Chief Minister administered the anti-untouchability pledge at the State Secretariat today. Floral homage was paid to the portrait of Mahatma Gandhi, kept at the pedestal of his statue in Kamarajar Salai in Chennai by Governor Dr. K. Rosaya to mark his 68th Memorial Day. At the State Secretariat in Chennai, Chief Minister O. Pannirselvam paid his respects to the father of the nation. This was followed by the anti-untouchability pledge administered by the Chief Minister.
நமது அரசியலமைப்பின்படி தீண்டாமை ஒழிக்கப்பட்டுவிட்டது என்பதை அறிவேன். எனக்குள்ள முழுப்பற்றிற்கு இது என்றென்றும் எடுத்துக்காட்டாக விளங்கும் என்றும் இதனால் உளமாற உறுதியளிக்கிறேன்.
Secretaries of various government departments, senior officials and employees of the Secretariat took part in the function. In a blow to Congress, senior leader Jayanti Natarajan today quit the party as she mounted a scathing attack on Rahul Gandhi, accusing him of interference in the Environment Ministry during her stint and said she was ready to face a probe over green clearances granted by her. A long-time Congress loyalist, Jayanti Natarajan claimed she followed Rahul's directions on the issue of green nod to certain large projects but was vilified, humiliated and sidelined by central leadership. Jayanti Natarajan said she could not continue in the suffocating atmosphere in the party. Virtually opening a can of worms, she accused Rahul Gandhi's office of planting stories to sully her reputation after she had resigned as Environment Minister in May 2013 on the direction of Sonia Gandhi. Specific inputs were received from the office of Rahul Gandhi based on the representation by NGOs raising environment concerns on certain large projects, she said, suggesting that the Congress Vice President had interfered in the decision-making process. The AIADMK cadres today intensified the election campaign to gather support for the AIADMK candidate for the ensuing by-election for Srirangam constituency, even as support from various sections of the society continue to pour in. The AIADMK election office was today inaugurated in the 4th ward of Thiruvannaikaval by the party's Presidium Chairman E. Madhusudanan in the presence of Ministers Nattam R. Vishwanathan, R. Vaithilingam, Edappadi K. Palanisamy, P. Palaniyappan, T. P. Poonachi, the government's Chief Whip R. Manoharan, MPs and MLAs. In Nagamangalam Panchayat, the AIADMK election office was declared open by Minister Nattam R. Vishwanathan. Minister S. P. Shanmuganathan and election committee members took part in the function. Ministers R. Vaithilingam, P. Palaniyappan, Agri S. S. Krishnamurthy and the government's Chief Whip R. Manoharan carried out election campaign in villages including Adavatur, Vinayakapuram, Koyyathopu and Palayam. After inaugurating the election office in Mudikandam, Olayur and Thuraikudi, Ministers P. Palaniyappan, S. Gokula Indra, T. P. Poonachi and the government's Chief Whip R. Manoharan carried out election campaign in the areas. Minister B. Valarmati and party cadres carried out election campaign in Parur and Kuditeru areas. Minister Sellur K. Raju and AIADMK functionaries campaigned in areas that come under Manikandam Union. Similarly, Minister S. P. Velumani, B. V. Ramana, N. D. Venkatachalam, Speaker of the Tamil Nadu Assembly Pollachi V. Jayaraman gathered support in various areas in the constituency. Party cadres adopted different ways to carry out election campaign and gather support for the AIADMK.
அம்மா தாலிக்கு தங்கலாம் கொடுத்துருக்காங்க, பள்ளிக்கூடத்து பெண்களுக்கு வந்து சைக்கிள் கொடுத்துருக்காங்க, லேப்டாப் கொடுத்துருக்காங்க. அதனால பொதுமக்களுக்கு சொல்லி ரெட்டலைக்கு ஓட்டு போடுங்கம்மா, அம்மா இவ்வளோ சாதனை பண்ணியிருக்காங்க, ரெட்டலைக்கு ஓட்டு போடுமான்னு வீதி வீதியாக கிராமமாக போய் வாக்கு சேகரிச்சுட்டு.
The CBI court in Delhi has ordered Anbumani Ramdas of PMK to appear before it on the 6th of February relating to a graft case in which he had illegally allowed an Indore-based and also a Lucknow-based medical college having insufficient faculty and clinical materials to proceed with admissions. Anbumani Ramadas, son of PMK leader Dr. Ramadas, did not appear before the Delhi CBI court in connection with the graft case. Following this, Judge Ajay Kumar Jain ordered for his presence before the Delhi CBI court on the 6th of February. The judge said hearing with regard to filing of complaint against him will also be held on the same day. Former Union Health Minister Anbumani Ramadas, along with others, was charge-sheeted for allegedly allowing 2 medical colleges to proceed with admissions without sufficient faculty and clinical material. TNPSC today released the annual planner for the upcoming exams 2015-16 to fill over 10,000 vacancies to various posts in government departments of the state. Tamil Nadu Public Service Commission conducts various recruitment every year to fill the available vacancy as well as to create new jobs whenever required and necessary. TNPSC Annual Planner 2015-16 contains all the upcoming examinations for the year 2015-16 along with the important dates for applying, date of the examinations and the result dates.
In the 15-16 பொறுத்தவரையில் Group 1, Group 2, Group 4, BAO ஆகிய பணிகளுக்கான அதற்கான அறிவிப்பு தேதி, பரீட்சை தேதி, அதற்கான நேர்முக தேர்வுக்கான தேதி ஆகியவற்றை உள்ளடக்கிய விவரங்களை உள்ளடக்கிய annual recruitment planner வெளியிடப்பட்டது.
The annual planner 2015-16 can be downloaded from the website www.tnpsc.gov.in. 14,252 vacancies for the year 2014-15 was filled through the TNPSC. Former Minister of State for Coal Santosh Bagrodia, ex-Coal Secretary H.C. Gupta and an official of Coal Ministry prima facie committed criminal misconduct and facilitated AMR Iron and Steel Private Limited to obtain coal block unlawfully, a special court today said. The court observed this while directing CBI to further probe a coal blocks allocation scam case in which the agency has charge-sheeted Rajya Sabha MP Vijay Dharda, his son Devendra Dharda, Director of AMR Iron and Steel Private Limited Manoj Jaishwal and the firm as accused. The court in its order noted that these 3 persons allegedly entered into a conspiracy with private parties involved in the allocation of Bandar coal block in Maharashtra to AMR Iron and Steel Private and thereby facilitated the firm to obtain the block unlawfully. It also said officers of MOC, the screening committee and Bagrodia prima facie acted in a manner which was detrimental to public interest and thereby in the process allowed Messrs AMR to misappropriate important nationalized natural resources of the country, that is coal. Noting that of these 3 persons found to be prima facie involved and against whom cognizance need to be taken, only Janoti was still in active government service, the court said prior sanction of the competent authority was required to prosecute him for the offence punishable under the Prevention of Corruption Act. It directed the CBI to further investigate the case and place the records before the sanctioning authority so that they may consider the question of according sanction to prosecute Janoti. The court has now fixed the matter for filing of progress report of further investigation on February 13th. The court in its order also noted that even the officers of the Prime Minister office who dealt with the matter did not pay attention to facts and proceeded on the basis of MOC's noting in the case. Border security forces foiled an infiltration bid by a group of about 8 militants along the international border in Jammu district. A group of 7 to 8 suspected militants were seen infiltrating into this side of IB in Jabowal areas of Jammu district, a BSF officer informed. Their movement was picked up by the handheld thermal imager, he said, adding that BSF troops guarding the border fired on them. The group escaped, thereby foiling an infiltration bid under the cover of Pakistani firing, he said.
कल रात को भी इंसिडेंट्स हुए हैं शेलिंग के, बहुत वाइड स्प्रेड नहीं है फिर भी, और मुझे लगता है ज़्यादातर इन्फिल्ट्रेशन बिड को कवर करने के लिए की जा रही है. रोज ही हम लोग देख रहे हैं, लोग आते हैं HSTI में दिखाई देते हैं और उनको रिपल्स करने की कोशिश की जाती है. इन्फिल्ट्रेशन कोई सक्सेसफुल अभी तक तो नहीं हुआ है.
Egyptian President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi cut short a visit to Ethiopia for an African Union summit today after Islamic State's Egyptian wing claimed the killing of at least 30 security personnel in the Sinai Peninsula. Sisi's office said in a statement that he would return to Cairo after Friday morning's opening session. The 4 separate attacks on security forces in North Sinai on Thursday night were among the bloodiest in years. Security sources in Sinai said 3 military planes left Al Arish for Cairo on Friday morning carrying 30 body bags. They said the death toll was likely to rise. 2 children, one of them 6 months old, died as soldiers fought militants in a village near Israel's border. An Islamist insurgency based in the Sinai has intensified since the army ousted President Mohammad Morsi of the Muslim Brotherhood in July 2013 after mass protests. Hundreds of members of the security forces have been killed. The Brotherhood denies links to the insurgents, but the government makes no distinction between them. A daily news broadcast released via Islamic State Twitter feeds said that Thursday's attacks had been led by men of the Islamic State. Sisi, who as army chief toppled Morsi, says that Egypt is fighting a war on terrorism and has the support of Western and Gulf Arab allies.